though, is that you don't have a whole lot of time to think about it. I mean, we got the Lakers coming in here tomorrow night, and obviously the world champs, and they're struggling a little bit. So you know that their focus would be better than it's ever been, I think. So you just put it behind you, and you take the good things out of it. You know, we've had 2 straight games where teams hadn't gotten 40 points against us in the first half. We've had 2 games where they've shot 40%, 41 and 40% against us. So our defense is making strides. Our turnovers have been really down. We had 6 and 7 turnovers in the last 2 games. And now the area, obviously, is that we got to get better in the rebounding department. Sacramento had 18 offensive rebounds and almost doubled us in rebounding. That we got to get better at. But overall, I think defensively we're playing much better. We've given up 84.5 points the last 2 games. So all of those are real positive things. And now the only thing that didn't happen is that we have, nothing tangible to show for what happened in Sacramento. We played well against Detroit and played well against Sacramento, but have nothing tangible to show for it.
And this isn't exactly the best team to get healthy on the boards against, I would guess.
Not with Bynum back. Yeah, not with Bynum back. It's not. But when you get Powell and you got Bynum, and obviously they play Lamar Odom in there, so they're a really, really big team. We just got to find a way to box out and put bodies on people and try to go get the basketball.
Are you planning to stay with the small starting lineup, or will you?
I don't know. We'll look at that tomorrow, but that's one of the things.
Shoot around decision.
To ask. I think it's pretty tough to ask Grant to guard Pau Gasol. One of those guys. I mean, he would do it and give us the best effort, believe me. But that's a tall order even for. How about that for a play on words? That's a tall order even for Grant Hill, okay?
Talk about just the mismatch. I mean, the matchups that are hard with the Lakers because.
Well, all of them are. Obviously Kobe is a great player, and even when you do a great job on him, I mean, you can have a guy to do a great job on him, and then look at the stat sheet, and he can have 30 points, and you can still have done a great job on him. With Bynum and Gasol, I still think that Gasol is probably the best low post player with his back to the basket in the game. He's such a smart player and very good passer. And, he's had several games this year where he's had 10 assists. And then getting Bynum back, Bynum is probably the longest guy in the league, when you think about it and you have him boxed out and he can still reach over your back without getting fouls. And then they play a 3-man that's a 7-foot guy, Lamar Odom. So it's a really tough challenge, but Memphis played well against them and did a great job, and by spreading the floor and making shots. We had some success against them the last time we played by being able to have the floor open and have those big guys have to close out the shooters, and then obviously that's going to be our approach this time also.
I know you're only looking at the Lakers, but in case we're not able to get here over on Thursday. But, I mean, you're always playing against former.
Who are we playing? What are we?
Friday.
Friday, who are we
That
playing?
Friday.
Okay, yeah, all right.
I mean, you're always playing against former, coaches that you work with and players. But, for Amare, having never played anywhere else but here, how do you think it's going to be for him to come back?
Well, you know what? I hope that the people really appreciate what he did. Because I think he was tremendous here. Obviously he was a great basketball player, great for our team, but I think what he did in the community and what he did here, should be appreciated. Now, do we want to beat him? Heck yeah. Do we want him to have a bad game? Probably his worst game of the year. We'd like to have him play, but I would think that over the long haul, if you look at everything that happened here and the body of work that was done here, I hope the fans really appreciate what was happening. And I would hope that they would give him more ovation, when he's introduced, and then I hope they would boo him for the rest of the game.
Do you stay in touch with Mike really regularly still?
We talk. We still talk, and then I've emailed Amare a couple of times and got responses back. So I don't think there was any bad blood when he left here. It was a decision that he thought was best for him, and it's played out pretty well for him. And we just have to continue to try to worry about our team and get our team done.
Does defense anything you guys need to work on consistency? Is the thing that you guys need to work on?
worked the defense. I think after the game we had, particularly the game we had the other night in Sacramento, just got to make sure our psyches are okay. You can sometimes lose confidence. I like to compare it to, to a batter or to a shooter who maybe goes through a stretch where they're in a slump. And sometimes to get out of that slump, you need to see positive results. You need to see the ball in the basket. You need to see the feeling back, making contact. I never played baseball, so forget my baseball analogies. But I think the main thing is just stay upbeat, improve on the defensive end. There's still areas we got to get better. Don't lose our spirit. Don't get so down. We still have 50 games, close to 50 games left. We still are in the hunt for it. So the great thing about the NBA is that we do have a game around the corner. The Lakers coming in here. They've been struggling a little bit. They play tonight. We know it's going to be right over here. We know we're going to be ready to play. Let's come out and leave it all on the line and go out and just, as Alvin says, just commit to get better. We commit to get better over the course of these next 40, 50 games. We will. We'll have more wins and hopefully be in a position to make the playoffs.
Talk about the Lakers struggling a little bit, but also talk about how long they are and how maybe some of the mismatches there you guys have to work through.
Yeah, well, I mean they're big, they're experienced, they have great chemistry. They've been together for 3 years and they know each other very well. So they're capable, and for them it's got to be tough. 3 very long seasons, 2 with a championship, 3 years in the finals. Now they're going on 4th season together, going for that 3rd championship. They're playing in January. It's got to be mentally tough. So as much as they're struggling, when they get to the playoffs, they'll be fine. But with that said, look, they're big rivals of this organization, of this city. I'm sure there'll be a few Laker fans in here tomorrow, which is fine. But we just look forward. You can't get up for the World Championship. World Champions, and also considering recent history with the 2 franchises. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. You can't do anything about what happened in the past. You can learn from it this past week. And hopefully have a good week this week.
I know you're just looking at the Lakers right now, but that's why you're getting here in a couple of days. Right behind them, you have the Knicks and Amare coming back. How is that going to be? I mean, this is the only place Amare's ever been, so now he's back.
Yeah, I mean, we're just very happy for him. He's playing well and he's done a great job. And, I think, obviously we wish that it could have worked out. It didn't. But to go and be connected with Mike and Tony and really kind of take on being the face and the leader, he was ready for it. He was ready to be in that position. He's doing an unbelievable job. He's making the Knicks exciting again. Hopefully he'll have a bad game. Hopefully it'll be a little emotional for him. But it's fun. It's fun. He's a friend. He's a brother. He's a guy that I know personally. I've been Fox home with, so I have a great lot of respect for him. It's always fun to play against former teammates, especially guys that have played on the team recently. So I'm sure the fans here will appreciate him. Hopefully they'll boom a little bit during the game, but I think certainly once it's announced, there'll be a lot of applause and appreciation for the body of work that he's done.
Definitely can get up and down the court, so we have a lot of transition shooters. We have a lot of guys who get to the basket and make plays. We just have to do it. And you can't do that when teams put the ball in the basket each and every time. I mean, you can, but it's not as easy.
The offensive rebounds as well, right? I mean, it's tough to run when they're getting 2 or 3 opportunities.
Teams putting the ball in the basket every play, or shoot 12 out of 14 times. A clip. It's going to be hard to run. So then our half-court offense has to be perfect, particularly when we put ourselves in the bind. So we're conscious of it, and we have guys that have made a commitment to just all wanting to do better, and that's a good sign.
Do the kind of guys and personalities that you have on this team, does that lend itself to building chemistry pretty quickly?
Yeah, it is. I mean, when you're a new guy coming into a team and you're accepted, with open arms. Of course, it makes it easy. I've been around and played against these guys. I've known Grant, known Steve for a long time. You played against Josh, and playing against these guys is one thing. I think me coming in, asking questions, talking to these guys made it easier on the other end. Because you always have that feeling, that moment when you come in, it's like, okay, I don't know how. Sometimes you go and talk to guys, you just don't want to talk back. You don't feel, it's that moment. But it's just, we're in the middle of the season. We're trying to, like I said, trying to move forward, trying to learn each other on the go. So, he kind of put all that awkwardness aside. It really wasn't my thing. I just come in and just say, I've actually, worked out with Hakeem in the summers. So, these guys, and I come in, I was asking questions from the beginning. So I'm like, well, this guy's a motivator. But there again, I just wanted him to feel comfortable. That I'm trying to learn it and get on board and get the ball rolling. So I think it all worked out.
I know you've had plenty on your own plate, but have you paid much attention to what's going on with the Lakers? And they have their own issues. Some of them even similar to what you guys have talked about, defensive rotations.
No, honestly, I haven't. I just didn't even know I hit his hair.
Don't hit him for another 5 minutes.
I haven't really had a chance to. Like I said, there's a lot going on. You see on highlights that they're not doing well or whatnot. But as far as that, no.
It's a little bit of old news, but yesterday Coach talked about the final 5 minutes of the second game and defensive breakdowns.
Yeah, that's old news, man. Let's not talk about old news.
Any thoughts, anything you take away from that?
Well, first and foremost, of course, you get a few rebounds, limit them a few offensive rebounds. We hit a few shots. I think that helps, because for the shots that we missed, regardless of if they're rolling, if they hit 12 or 14, out of 12, scored 12 or 14 possessions, if we're scoring as well, we still have a lead. You see what I'm saying? So it was a little bit of both. I think we just kind of lost our composure, we lost our defensive edge, and they just took advantage of it. A team like that, particularly a young team, if you give them confidence and they lead in the fourth quarter, you're like, hey, we're right there. Anything can happen. And I think that's what happened. It's like we're trying our best. I mean, we're still fighting, but you can see it in the way they were playing in that particularly the last 2 minutes. I mean, they were just scrapping, fighting for loose balls, hitting and one shots falling down. I mean, it was all going against us after a while.
Is this a team just culturally, when you sit down and you watch that film, a guy's getting called out by him, you didn't, do this?
I mean, no. I mean, I think, my opinion, I don't think you accomplish anything like that. It's like what we didn't do. It's not one play or anything like that. For myself, I kicked myself. I was a step or two off of Cappy with 103. Yeah, he shot it from a couple of feet behind. But if I'm a little closer, maybe he doesn't shoot that shot. And maybe, if he did, he maybe doesn't make it because of my hand is a little closer in his face or whatnot. So, we had defensive breakdowns, but all in all, we still have to defend. We still have to find a way. We still have to rebound. And I think the offensive rebounds more than anything is what killed us, because they were getting second opportunities if they did miss. On top of us going down and not really making any shots. I think we scored 2 points in the last 5 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So, there again, 17-2 run. Not that I'm coaching and know these things. 17-2 in the last 5 minutes. You're not going to win many games unless you're up 25, which we weren't.
What do you think will happen as you get more comfortable in the offense? Even better shots, or you're more comfortable with where they come?
I'm pretty much learning where they're coming from now. Yeah, I guess they can get better. I don't know. That'd be great too. I feel like the shots I'm getting are within the floor offense, and I kind of know where they come. Until you've seen every defense against our offense, I guess I won't know that, and we kind of throw our counters or whatnot after against that. But as of right now, I know what's going on. I've done a lot of watching film as far as learning the offense for that reason. Playing Jay Rich's position and seeing how he was getting the shots and what they were trying to take away from him, and or how he was getting it within the flow of the offense, transition, blah blah blah. So that helped me, but it's nothing like actually going through it, actually being out there on the court every day. So I feel good.
Alvin talked about the need for a go-to guy down the stretch that maybe can draw fouls and things like that.
Yeah.
You,
I'm all for it. I've been there before. I feel confident. I feel comfortable in that position because I've been there before. Doesn't scare me. I'm not afraid to take the shot if it's there. I'm just a sore loser when I miss the shot. So sometimes you guys will see it, and sometimes you won't. I just go tear up my own house. But that's just how it is. But I enjoy the moment and being in that position, and I'm not afraid to fail. I think that's the biggest thing, being in that position when a coach has the confidence and your team has the confidence. You can't be afraid to fail. You can't be afraid to take the shot, regardless. Can you hold your head up high? A lot of guys can take one shot, have success, and then take the next two and fail. What happens the next time? Will they take it or will they pass it? I mean, I'm still going to make the best possible play. And I've been criticized for that, for passing up on a shot that they felt I should have taken when I made the pass to a guy who was wide open and missed the shot. But I'm willing to accept that as well. So yes, I don't have a problem with that. That's all I have to say.
that's probably what Steve heard the other night, that he wasn't aggressive enough. He was passing to the other guys that missed.